Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and today we've got a special horror. No, hold on. We got a special indie horror. Hold
Yeah.
on. I think I saw that at Gen Con. Indie horror. There we go. We have a special indie horror show with just indie stuff. Like Indiana Jones box? What are we doing?
Something like that.
Independent? Okay.
Yeah,
We'll find
independent.
out soon. We're taking turns with
We're
indie
taking
horrors.
calls. We're
Taking,
taking
we're,
calls.
don't say that. Bigfoot has not called back. All this and more next Streamin Demons. Hit it before you jinx us. Indie horrors. Can't wait.
I'm dancing along.
I'm trying not to play the gay loop.
I knew you were gonna.
I know.
So is
I had to.
Houston.
I'll delete that pretty soon. What? Hey, everyone. All right, welcome to Streamin Demons. We're talking about Siemens and demons and indie horrors. Horrors.
Something like that.
Yeah. With my box host. Wait, what? My box host. My co-host, Box Human. Are you Box
Hi.
Human or JM Brannick? Ask you.
I on the site I'm JM Brannick, and then just Box Human is my Christian God-given name.
Christian God-given name, Box Human, JM Brannick. Good to have you. And if you are new to Streaming Demons, it's season 3. What the shit?
Holy wow!
How the fuck are you new? It's almost we're heading towards season 4. I mean, obviously that's how numbers work. But
is it though?
Yeah, I mean this is like end of September right now.
Yeah.
We take off in about 2 months.
Yeah.
We crushed the fucking Thanksgiving one, like the special on Thanksgiving. That's about
we
it.
do
After
special things, and then we kick off for a little while. And...
yeah, enjoy our fucking Christmases and Hanukkahs and holidays and Ramadan down long. It's Ramadan then. I don't
think Ramadan is then.
Fuck it, we're taking that one off too.
Diwali is
New Year's, Kwanzaa. I don't fucking know. I don't got a calendar.
Festivus
for the rest of us. So if you're new to Streaming Demons, cool. Welcome aboard.
Hi.
We review shit.
We do.
Movies. And today we have a theme.
We do.
The theme is independent film.
Yes.
Horror.
Horror
What? And Box and I are taking 2 each this time. And which one are you taking? Just curious.
I am taking Left One Behind. And
you're left behind? You're taking your left behind. Really?
I am.
I'll take the right one then, Jimbo. Take a left, take a right. It's all good.
And then I'm also going to take Milk and Cereal, and that's like SERIAL.
Oh, Milk shit. I did not know this is a SPELLING test.
Oh,
welcome to spelling test, kids. Like SERIAL.
It's not the cereal like you would think Milk and Cereal. It's the cereal is like key.
Oh wait, is this like Harvey Milk and Cereal? Oh my god, Harvey's back and he's pissed.
Oh my god,
for revenge.
I would watch the shit out of that movie.
Me too. Only 5 people got that fucking reference, but that's all right. One Sean Penn, like I get that shit. I'm like, god damn right you are. So okay, you're doing Milk and Cookies. No, Milk and Cereal.
Milk and Cereal.
And my left behind.
And Left One Alive. Sorry, Left One Alive.
So you just said Left Behind.
I did. I did say behind. Look, where are we at? Streamin Demons? What?
Streamin Demons. Welcome to Streamin Demons, kids.
Streamin Demons.
The peamiest show you'll find on this internet. And I'll be doing. Oh, I can see. I got mine written down.
You do.
I almost got it wrong though. The Witch. Damn it! No, I'm not doing The Witch. Inherit the Witch means the person who wrote The Witch died, and they give you the Witch,
and they inherited it.
They had inherited Witch. And clone cops, plural, not possessive, or possession is 3/10 of the law, so it might be a plural possessive. All this and more on the next Mustache Marshall. What? Mustache Marshmallow? That came out.
Now I'm confused. As I was.
That will make sense in a bit. That will actually make sense in a bit.
Yeah.
I just interviewed the clone cops people today.
Oh,
And we're
okay.
talking about the head for Clone Cops. Spoiler alert, it's a marshmallow with a mustache.
Oh, that's
Helmet.
cute.
Yeah, that's very
That's
cute.
cute.
And I think we can get a bit into the laying down what we think indie filming is or indie horror is, and then we kind of do our picks. Sound
Sure.
about fair? Okay. As
Yeah, that
we
sounds
do
fine.
not prep before the shows, we talk about random shit.
We
We were
do.
talking about aliens today. We were talking about like
We were talking because we were supposed to do Aliens for this podcast, but I haven't seen the newest
some was a
one.
slack ass and didn't see Romulus yet.
I only saw what 4 movies so far.
Oh no, 6, right? 8. No, 8. Yes.
well, well, not currently. It's only 4. I've seen the first 4 Aliens.
We saw the prequels in the theater, at least one
I
prequel, plus
did. I
Alien
saw the
versus Predator.
prequels. Yep, and I saw Alien versus Predator
Yeah.
in the theater.
Shit, see?
Yeah.
We have a new special coming up. There's an Alien special next. And guess
Yeah.
what? Oh my god, I figured it out. The aliens that eat cats, that's fucking Alf. He was watching fucking Alf reruns. And
Wait,
he's like,
what?
holy shit, all these aliens are eating cats.
Yeah. That's
He
Elf.
was he was talking about fucking Alf during the debate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
That would be
god.
that would be why,
What the
honestly.
shit? He did see
I
he
don't
said, I saw it on TV. I'm like, oh Christ, he's seen now. He's talking about fucking Alf.
I mean, he's orange too,
He's
so
Mac. Okay. This is getting
anyway.
scarier. It's getting scarier. We can now decode the former president's logic strain, and it's as worse as it's. I kind of wish it was just like he was blaming people. He was just blaming fucking
He was
the
blaming
physical
an
Alf.
80s show.
80s
Yes,
TV show. Oh,
80s TV
fuck
show.
me, man. All right. Okay, so if you're new to Streamin Demons, here's the depression part of it. No, we will talk this out a bit on what really makes indie because we've viewed some really good indie films before and some really horrific ones before. And some films like okay, is Evil Dead indie to you?
Yeah, I would say
Right?
the originals. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's it has to be
Oh,
because it's the
and honestly too, and I'll have to talk to my dad because he worked for the studio where they had Sam Raimi come in with like the proofs and they basically loaned out the cameras to them and they
really
would come back in with the cameras all like shitted up and gunked up because they're in the middle of fucking nowhere filming this and like they would get really upset because they're like these are quality cameras and you're like gonna fuck these up.
they were
Yeah,
quality cameras.
more quality. But
No,
yes, I feel like if there's not a lot of financial backing and also production backing from like a studio or something like that, if it's very a small scale operation, that's generally like independent horror.
yeah, if they don't have a pimp, I think that's
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
definition of
yeah, yeah,
independent
yeah,
horror.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If they don't have a lot of studio interference and
Okay, then how about this? Is Kevin
mhm,
Smith's Clerks independent film?
I would say so.
Because at the time he had zero studio. I
Right.
mean, Weinstein
I
kind
mean,
of
now
signs
he
it on.
he does. I would not say Tusk is independent.
Okay, but that's no because here you go. I think Tusk was kind of financed by some dude who's like, yeah, that sounds fucking weird. Go for it.
It's I guess it is a little bit tough to say, but I would say a lot of the movies, especially within horror, there's a lot of independent horror. You can tell like The Nun is not independent horror. Like anything
Blumhouse is,
Blumhouse,
yeah, I was thinking the same.
that's not
Blumhouse
going to
are
be independent.
pumping them
That's going
out.
to be um
But is Tubi originals independent because Tubi is a
2D
studio. Also Tubi. It's my new studio. Tubi TV.
2D TV.
T double O T
Um
I. And you actually spell it double O because I'm fucked
Honestly,
up that
I
way.
would say those are not because again, it's coming
It's a
from
studio.
Tubi if it's coming from a studio. Now, if it's like Shudder where the
Oh,
people make a movie, and I'm not talking about Shudder Originals, but the people make a movie and then
the
Shudder will
distribution.
say, "We will distribute it." That's still independent. It's
Kind of
just
like
being distributed through a bigger company.
right. Okay. Okay, now,
Okay,
so we
like
got this. Go
Blair
for it.
Witch 1 would be independent, but Blair Witch 2 would not be independent.
Which we discussed last time that I did not write the sequel to.
Yeah, supposedly, allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah. It would probably been better though if they used my fucking script. Thanks for changing things. Entirely changing things. All right, so you have that aspect of it, but do you think special effects? Do independent films have lack of special effects, or do they?
It depends on the movie. Like if they're very because I would say Phil Tippett's Mad God would be independent
Oh
because
my
that
god,
was a
yes. Okay, good.
lifelong project, but it was highly, in his style and highly grotesque and very like image focused. So I think it just depends on the person who's directing. If like I said, it's very small skeleton crew. So if they have people who are, you know, that's the focus of it. Like one of my movies, it was great because I got to meet the director and he got to talk about some of
Oh,
the um
cool.
the special effects and the creature designs. It just really depends on the director or the people that are going to be
The
involved in it.
background behind it. Like we did Empire Queen, the Golden Age of Magic, and that special effects and the fucking cinematography is top
Hmm.
notch, and they were indies.
Yeah,
And then we
absolutely.
see things that we've all seen those indie films because we get enough of them that are just like, oh, have anyone?
Oof.
But they go oof, and yet they inspire you because you're like, fuck, I can do better than this.
Yeah, I mean, I could say the same for major budget movies though too.
True.
Like, oh, yeah, that story? Okay. Could I have a pass at it, you know? Um, but I mean, I think I give indie movies a lot more leniency because I understand that they're working within restrictions.
Yeah.
They have a big idea and how can they make that possible? So I do give a lot more leniency towards them because they are working. I would say even Saw 1 was an independent because it was
What the
very,
shit? You
yeah,
would say Saw one of Corey fucking or Carrie fucking Elves?
Carrie Always, yeah. Because they did not have, they had one location and
Oh,
they're like, what can we
oh, you're
do
doing
with one
location,
location? Well,
dude. They
I'm
had a
just saying.
$1.2 million budget.
Okay, all right, all right,
James
okay.
Wan directed it.
Yeah, but that was before he was like a big
Lionsgate,
name. That was okay,
Lionsgate,
okay, okay, okay. I
like
stand
Saw
corrected.
one. I'm like motherfucker.
I stand corrected.
Oh wait, was that Saw 10? I think I saw. I saw Saw one. Did I see it in the theater? Maybe. How about
You
this?
might
They
have.
Live. Not independent, but just
It's
low budget. Because now we
it's
go into low
yeah,
budget movies. They're not
yeah.
independents. They're just like being
The B movies,
the
yeah.
bees, the
The
traumas,
Bs.
the
Um,
that one guy whose I named slipped me so bad.
Roger
I did.
Corman.
Thank you. I could have used your
You're
drink ago.
welcome.
I was like describing it. Yeah, he did the movies like Little House of Stars and
Yeah, and
Little
well,
Shop
and
of
like our
Horrors.
last episode, we were talking about 13 Ghosts and
The
William
good version of
Castle.
it, which means the one with Matthew Lillard in it
Yeah, so, like,
and
the
Monk.
William Castles of it, yes, there are also B movies, but that doesn't mean that they're independent movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you say Roger Corman, because we brought him up briefly, but is that independent? Because he was
I think some of his movies, yes.
financing the
Like,
shit out of it. And just
yeah,
like,
like the one that we talked about with Roger Corman that was with Jack Nicholson, and it was the only Roger Corman movie that failed, but he completely funded it. He put his brother put a second mortgage on his house
right.
to fund this movie. So I would say that would be, and no studio would touch it. So I would say that would be an independent movie because he was
He
working
put this
just
shit
through
out.
his means.
Yeah. Okay, so we
Mhm.
get some fucking rules in this, and
Yeah, like it's yeah, for the most part. I mean, I'm sure there is better definitions, but that's the definition that I kind of
yeah, I think
generally
that's
go off of.
one. It's fair to work with that one, and it's no longer independent films aren't getting like, it doesn't have a theatrical release. Like, no, straight to video was a thing, but now we have straight to streaming.
Yep.
And just because it doesn't have a theatrical release, it could be doing film festivals.
Hashtag
And
Chad gets the axe.
Chad did get the axe in that son of a bitch.
He did. But
Or
yes, like you said, and actually the one of the movies that I'm gonna be reviewing, the left one, oh my
The Left
gosh, I
Behind.
always Left One Alive.
The Left
Sorry.
Behind. Dude.
Left One Alive.
Streaming
Um,
Demons.
is
With The Left
Streamin
Behind. I
Seaman
should not have shown you
Streamins.
that alt porn awards bag before we
I
started.
No, I mean, we talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I figured like, yeah, I'm so sorry your things broke.
Yeah, my microphone.
Yes,
My
yes.
very weird large microphone. Yes, I know. But
The
like
snowball.
that movie, like I got to see one of the releases through Motor City Nightmares. Like so he's been doing the con circuits, going to horror cons to show the movie.
All right.
So
Okay. I think, yeah, the movie circuit thing, I think that's all good. People going to Joe Bob's Jamboree in Las Vegas in 2 weeks in October. I
mhm,
think that's gonna be a lot of indie thrown in there.
probably.
And I think that indie's no longer the dirty word
No, I don't think so. I don't
because
think
we've seen
so.
some very much some quality, some stuff, some really quality stuff coming out as
Well,
indie.
again, like, I think it does help when, like, say the Blair Witch or, it becomes
Clerks,
this Clerks, like it becomes this wider phenomenon and that
yeah,
really puts people on the map.
found footage. Found footage itself has got to be mostly fucking indie, except
Yeah.
for paranormal.
Yeah, paranormal
Was that Blum, right?
activities. Yeah, I think that even the first one was.
Okay, so we got a good thing going on right now. Now we are going to go through these. I'm lazy as hell, and I need to Google how to spell witch. 'Cause
I
that's
think
gonna
it's
help.
VVITCH.
VVITCH. Okay,
Yeah, the
I'll
one
get the
the one that
IMDb
you
if that
really
helps.
like. The one that you really like, the Vivitch.
Oh God. Well, guess what? There's a there's a new there's a
Vivitch?
new gunslinger in town. There you go. I've been up for too much. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
I'm
Both
tired.
of
I'm
mine
lazy.
or just one or
Just
one?
one and one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will go ahead with Milk and Cereal, which is a found footage horror film. You can actually watch it in its entirety
Oh,
on YouTube.
really?
Yeah, and it's making rounds with the kids these days.
On our channel?
What?
On
That
our
it's
YouTube
making.
channel?
No, just on YouTube. If you
Oh,
go to Milk and Cereal found footage horror, you will find it. Um, let's see who it's.
that's the website, Milk and Cereal Found Footage channel.
No, it's
It's a hell of a fucking site.
so it's. It looks like That's a Bad Idea is
.com.
the place you can find it. That's the name of the thing. But
I
if you
think
just
the
look
bad
up
idea was naming it that fucking long of a name.
Milk and Cereal, oh my god.
Milk.
Anyway,
So spell it. MYQE
so Milk and Cereal
ampersand. They actually spell out the ampersand.
is basically it's
AMP.
like a surprise birthday party prank.
Ah.
So it's about influencers, and basically
Oh
it's like
God.
a prank channel.
Oh no.
So these people are like pranking each other, and the
Oh,
stakes get really high in this one.
I hate
And I
fucking
don't want to give too
pranksters.
much away because but it is about a prank gone wrong.
They all go
And
wrong.
they do all go wrong, but it is a fun movie. Especially like I said, like for an indie horror that you can find on YouTube, very easy to get. It's like an hour and some change long.
An hour and some
And
change long.
and it has like just a good story, to be honest. Like it's very tight, it's very compact. It has
We're still
good
doing
acting.
phrasing,
Um
right?
and really good special effects with the blood and things like
Uh-huh.
that. What?
You just said Yeah, so it's the best indie horror we found on YouTube, and it's very tight and compact, and I'm like, "What? Are you listening?" And very good at acting. Are you listening to what you're saying? You're basically pimping someone out at this point.
What do you mean? I'm not pimping somebody out.
Not
I'm
yet.
saying it's a good movie.
Oh, it is a good movie. Why is it a good movie? Because it's tight and compact?
Well, because again, it's not meandering. It has like I with a thing with movies, especially indies, sometimes they go on for a little bit too long and they overstay their welcome. And I'm just saying
Yes.
that it's a good flow. The pacing is really well kept.
Okay.
Um that's what I mean by tight and compact story,
Okay,
you
so
know.
it's got a fast clip to it.
Yeah, it's a good flow. It's a good pace. You're never like, "Oh, what are we doing now?" And you're never like, "Oh god, what just happened?" Because it's really good at setting it up. It's really good at a reveal. Um and like I said, I don't want to give too much of it away,
Right.
but the acting's really good. You can see people cuz you watch YouTubers and some of these people that are on there, you're just like, okay, they don't seem real or natural or anything like that, and it builds off of that. It
So,
builds off of, like, these people who are caught in this thing of having to create content.
okay, they're doing a character who somehow got famous on YouTube, and now they're pressurized to do more content for the channel because if you don't do content, you're gonna, like, flame out, and who wants to flame out when you're 12?
Kind of, yeah, and I think it's really because one person manipulates another person into really believing that and into really, following along with the events that happen.
Does this movie without spoiling it, does this movie
Mhm.
end with Mike Tyson beating the shit out of one of them?
I cannot
Without
say
spoiling.
that
Okay.
without spoiling it.
Maybe it's just how my version of this movie ends
Um,
in reality.
but yeah, it doesn't really bring anything super new to the table, but it doesn't really need to. I mean,
Okay,
it's a
yeah,
nice, fun movie just to watch and enjoy, especially with friends. I watched it with a friend of mine and we had a good time.
and they're still your friend.
And they're still my friend.
Oh my god. It's like
I
the
know.
opposite last show. I
Well,
like that.
see, the problem is if I wanted to watch it with a date, it would probably end the date, but with friends, it's fine.
We can do these are good for friends movies because there's no tension needed. You can all make fun of it. Hey, look at this movie. It's the
Well, and
YouTubers,
even
it's brats.
even this, like, I wasn't really making fun of it. It was just fun to watch with someone else because it
Right.
was like, "Oh, what's happening here? Oh god," you know? It's fun to see other people's reactions when you're watching it.
What's the sound effects? What's the music score? Is it all kind of because it's found footage, right?
It's yeah, well, it's
More or
I
less, or quote unquote.
quote unquote found footage because again, it's a streaming
Right.
movie. So it's like instantly found footage because people are streaming or it will be their personal like vlogs, kind of a thing. Um
It's Dee
to
Snider's
where
Strangeland.
I haven't seen that one,
You haven't
sorry.
seen Dee Snider's Strangeland?
No.
Oh, never mind that, man.
All right.
Nope.
Okay.
So
Okay.
but there's not putting a lot of music on it because it's gonna be
The
YouTube hits
music is
anyways.
minimal, but it is atmospheric. It does
Yeah,
add to it. There is a creepy person in it, and it does enhance all of the creepiness of it, and it does enhance the tension.
and that
So
creepy person, can you tell us it's Baby Yoda?
it is Baby Yoda.
Oh my god, he's
I
getting
mean,
so much
I
love
didn't
since
mean to spoil
Mandalorian.
it,
Oh,
guys. I'm
sorry, sorry,
sorry. I'm
sorry,
sorry.
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 Our bad, our bad, our bad.
But the acting is really
Oh, that's
good.
their laugh. I didn't mean it to spoil it. I know.
The acting is very good.
Okay. What would you give it a Cthulhu out of 5?
I would give it. That's a hard one.
It
I would say because it's a quick watch, it's fun. I'll probably watch it again at some point, probably like a 4.
Oh my god, a
It's pretty
4.
big. It's pretty big, yeah. Like I
Okay.
said, it's quick, it's fun, it's easy, good acting, bing, bang, boom.
And that's milk and cereal.
Milk and cereal.
All right. And your next one's Left Behind. Okay. If we're
Left
doing it.
one alive.
Oh, wow. No, I did it. Shit. Okay.
You did. I
Teacup
feel so
saucer
bad.
out. I will do. Ooh. Uh, you see this is a 4?
Yeah, I would say a 4, yeah.
If you had to pick between for me, if you had to pick between doing a good one and a bad one,
Mhm.
which one do you think I should do next? Because I didn't see any of
Um,
yours.
I think you should well, I like both of
Should,
mine, but
oh, you like
not
both of
bad.
yours?
I do like both of mine.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
sorry.
So we'll do a
Womp
sandwich
womp.
this way. Then I'm gonna do Inherit the Witch. We'll do a sandwich. A sandwich.
Okay.
Inherit the Witch,
Sandwich.
which, ha 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 ha. I get it now. It's a minute 25. That's too long.
Okay.
Hour
Yeah.
25. And I'm reading this from IMDb.
Okay.
In 1984, a family throws a 14th birthday party. Oh shit, that's the entire sentence. Okay, good for them. Oh, there's more. Well, they just gotta edit it. Like, I don't know who did this copy. 30 years later, so that'd be the 44. Okay. They reunite the family does at 2 isolated houses in the forest where horrific truths are uncovered about the family's occult pact with an ancient evil that's embedded in their wealth and power. Okay. I
What does the birthday have to do with
I
any of
don't
that?
fucking know, man. I watched it.
Oh,
I
you did?
watched it. I did. I did.
Okay.
I did.
And the
And
birthday doesn't really impact the ancient evil?
the tagline is if you're afraid, you're not alive. Oh wait, if you're not afraid if you're afraid, you're not alive. Sorry. That one I
You're
read
not
wrong. If you're not afraid, you're not alive. And it's from the
That's
UK.
still that's still a weird tagline.
Yeah. The movie poster looks kind of coolish.
Yeah, the movie poster
We're
doesn't
looking
look
at
bad.
posters, yeah.
I'm, like,
And
looking at it. It
I
looks like is there a Native American? He looks kinda Native
oh
American.
god, no. I think that's just
Oh,
I okay. Okay,
okay.
I got this, release oh, it was released on Tuesday, the 24th. It's coming out soon, everyone.
Oh,
Soon on
yeah,
streaming
you
services
can't
near you.
release that until
Yeah, so we're
almost
actually talking about before it's released, so it's a proper
yeah.
review. It's past embargo time, so we can talk what we want.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a UK movie, and I see these come in, and it's usually my jam. I'm like, "Oh," I read it, it's like, "Oh, it's about witches, and it's from UK. Oh, hell yes, I'll do this."
Yeah, usually that works out pretty good. I'm
So,
watching kinda the trailer right now.
it's yeah, about the trailer. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it straight out. There's no easy way of saying it. Remember when we did the movies that would break up your relationship?
Yeah.
I think we did that episode too soon.
Oh, okay.
I almost, almost did a first date with this movie. Almost
Ooh, okay.
did a first date with this movie, and the person I was supposed to do it with, phrasing, was very smart and said, "Ah, I'm ignoring that fucking text. I'm not gonna come over to watch that. No." I mean, because, the first day,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I watched it, I'm like, "Oh, wow. I dodged a fucking roller gator. I dodged a fucking
Oh,
roller."
no.
During it, I actually started reminiscing about roller gator. Like, this movie needs Joe Estevez.
Oh, but it looks so pretty. It does look pretty, like, in the trailer.
Sure, sure. I'm gonna give it the
Mhm.
best. I'm gonna give it, like, the college go. Now, it's not because there's gay people in it. Let me get that out straight out. It's not because there's
You
gay
hate
people
it
in it.
because there's gay people. Is
Alright.
that what the oh my god, is that the horrific truth?
Is that the horrific truth? Yeah, that they're not
That
afraid.
there's gays?
There's gays in 1884. But here's the thing, it starts out in 1984, right? And it starts out at these 2 people's birthday parties, but honest to God, I don't know if they're twins or not twins or just happen to have birthdays close to each other, but apparently they're related, and there's another girl who's there who's just fucking there. She's like, I don't want to do any of these fucking games. And they're playing Twister in 1984. I'm like, really? Twister in 1984? Okay, sure, whatever.
Why not?
For the 14-year-old birthday party. And
I mean, that's what you do when you're 14 and you want to touch boobs.
no, it's Family Twister.
Ew.
This is not.
Ew.
Thank you.
No.
Thank the grandmas or the grandpas are doing they got the dads there.
No. Like,
They got the
Twister is supposed
entire
to be like your first time that you feel up a girl. Like,
left boob red. Yeah. Yes. If they did it that way, it would have made sense.
I think that was Twister's tagline, in fact.
Feel a boob. Have one on us. Have some
Have the
titties
sack
on us.
in your face. It's
Oh,
Twister.
Diddy, we miss you. No, we don't.
No.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
I don't. The sad thing is, I can't name one fucking thing he did. But
anyways,
going back to this, it starts out interesting enough. They're using we're taping this to the big camcorder of the 80s as taping a birthday party angle, which kind of does work. I'm like, the beginning's like, okay, it's kind of working. And then this woman who's might be the stepmom or something, I guess kind of muddy on the relationship that comes later. She's like, hey, little kid, I'm a witch. I'm going to give you a special treatment. I'm like, oh, this is going to sound weird because he doesn't give her the special treatment, just him. Okay, whatever. And the guy's friend's like, oh, no, witches, I don't believe in you, fuckers. Like, oh, I'm a witch. I'll show you. Here, give me your finger. And she starts pricking his finger and draining it into a cup. He's like, oh, you're going to drink my blood? She's like, no, unless you want me to. Notice, he's like a kid.
Sounds weird.
He's 13, 14.
Stranger danger. I feel like this is a movie about stranger danger.
It is. It really is. But the strangers from inside the house. It made me go like, okay, so the
stranger
family's
dangers from inside the house.
She's sucking the blood from the cup and saying, we're going to make a pact with you're inside of me now. It's comes creepy.
Yeah, no.
And
no,
kind of like the Disney Channel would say, inappropriate for the time we filmed it and today's time. The same, it's like I was watching Aladdin. They put that as a warning. Inappropriate for the time we filmed it, but here it is anyways, fuckers.
But here it is.
It's that. I'm like, oh, she's like a step away from just sucking his finger right now, and she's definitely 30s or 40s.
And she's like the stepmom.
Yeah, just that vibe.
It just gets weirder and weirder.
And she's not taping it. And then the next scene, it's a guy getting a blowjob.
Oh. Is this the kid fast forward?
I don't fucking know. And that's the thing. That's where the movie fell apart. The next fucking scene for me. Because I couldn't place any of the adult actors to the child that they were supposed to be. So I had no idea who the fuck was who for a while.
Oh, so it was like it, but you had no clues.
Zero.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, I don't remember one of them being gay and getting blowjobs.
Well, look, when you're a kid, you don't usually get blowjobs, even if you're gay.
Just turn that shit down.
That's just usually not how that works.
And honestly, God, I didn't know if the guy getting head was one of the kids or the guy giving it was one of the kids, or they both were the fucking kids.
Were one of the kids?
Yeah, because they had multiple kids there, and I didn't know. And the dude gets a phone call, and then I can't, or after me, I think it might be immediately after. And it's one of those things where the sex scene is very awkward because like, oh, I'm faking it. Like, oh, this is so great. I love how you rim my nuts. Is that a thing? I don't know. I love how you do that.
Movie's tagline.
If you don't have your nuts being rimmed, you're not afraid. Or wait.
You're not afraid. You're not alive.
You're not alive. Although I think that's my fucking new t-shirt. Hold on.
I mean, that's a pretty kick-ass t-shirt.
I think that's the new Hobbits tagline. Rings of Power 5. It's the anal ring toss today. Ooh, I miss playing anal ring toss. All right.
Okay, anyway.
Going back to this.
My mom listens.
Hey, Mom, how are you? All right, how you doing? So, what we do is they do the phone call thing, and, I have to give props to the person acting. It's very hard to act as a phone call when you have no one else to work off of.
Yeah, right, right. It's like working with green screen because there's really nothing there.
Yes, and unfortunately for the guy, they don't loop it. So he's I think they're just taking the fucking sound of him saying things with no one actually feeding him lines,
Oh
or at least
god.
that's it appears to be that painful. I'm like, "Oh, I've done that
Oh.
for auditions before, but, like, never fucking like, never have I done that live like this." Like, "Holy shit, that's painful." And then you don't really hear the person on the other end.
Are they supposed to be spooky? Is the other person
No,
supposed to be
no,
spooky?
fucking they're supposed to be talking on the other end. The camera cuts to them talking, and
Ah,
sometimes you hear it, and sometimes you just fucking don't.
oh.
And so you're like, "Am I supposed to not know who this is?" And then here it goes. I didn't know if that was his sister transitioning
Like transitioning to be a sister?
to
Like,
be a man.
oh,
I didn't
okay, so
know because there was so many years that fast forwarded, which I kind of got like, "Oh, this must be the kids," one of them. And
okay.
the other one's the sister, but that's not the sister I remember, but that's also not the little kid I remember. So who the fuck knows at this point who these people
Okay,
really are?
okay,
So
alright,
you see my
let's
confusion? I was like,
clean
is
this
this
up,
person
let's clean this up.
transgendered? Is this person what the fuck? I didn't
So,
know.
you have
I
no
don't know. I have
idea
no idea who the fuck they are.
anything.
I don't
Alright,
know. I don't
so
know.
okay, so
Maybe it's just like not the person to
so
watch this movie.
okay, so the storyline is not great.
The storyline is flashback footage video from 1984 shows 14th birthday party of young Corey and his twin sister. Oh, the twins, Jesse,
Yeah,
Jesse.
twin sister.
An apparently normal scenario, including Corey's older sibling Fiona and his half brother Rex. Oh, I didn't know they're fucking related. However, also as present is Pamela, who wields secret power in plain view and tries to suck Corey's finger after being pricked with.
Does that say that there?
No, I'm making that part up. Actually, here it
Okay.
goes. However, also present is Pamela, who wields secret power in plain view, being in reality a witch and the head of a murderous occult church that holds this family in its grips. Flashing forward, we meet these characters 30 years later on the occasion of the patriarch's death, also called Dad, when the family's tensions are rising over the substantial estate he is leaving behind. Corey and his boyfriend Lars, oh, I guess that was Corey getting a blowjob,
Yeah,
arrive at the
good for him.
secluded house in the
Good
New
for him.
Forest, in New Forest, England, not far from his father's cabin where parent.
Okay, okay,
Where
okay,
Pamela is
okay.
taking up this is no, I'm gonna fucking finish this shit. Oh my Christ, it's a paragraph box.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
invested in no, I'm fucking invested.
Okay, okay,
Here we
okay,
go.
story time.
I'm even trying to do this proper. Corey and his boyfriend, Pamela is taking residence. She is close to death and is supported by Rex, who now acts as her constant companion and fellow practitioner in her dark occult arts. Fiona arrives after decades of emancipation from the family. That's weird. And brings with her memories of the childhood that Corey has suppressed for so long. Memories of the outrageous violence and occult mysteries that Pamela has orchestrated in order to attain the family's great wealth and privilege. Back in the current day, oh, fuck me.
Oh my gosh.
Pamela, I wish I was making this up.
Is
Pamela
this a
begins her
tra
ascent.
like
Remember, guys, I didn't ask you. You asked me to reviews. Pamela begins the ascent into a new life cycle, which renews the pressure on Corey and refocuses him on the dark path that she once faded for him. Fuck
okay,
me.
there's too many people,
No,
too
it goes
many
on.
cooks in this
No,
kitchen.
he fights hypnotic forces that pit Lars and Rex against him and fights for his life as he tries to regain his natural birthright and head the new family alongside Pamela. Wait, Pamela's a sister? Is that no? Pamela is like the
Pamela's
cult
the
person,
mom, like the
the mom
mom.
figure. Okay,
Yeah,
Jesus. So wait, the new occult figures are. And I watched the movie, guys. Okay, at
and
the
you're
last
gleaning
moment.
more information.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this is IMDb storyline, by the way. I'm not making this up. And
Yeah.
the last moment, will Pamela allow Corey back into the fold of her dark church to inherit the witch? Or has she been manipulating him all along for her own even more evil ends? Oh, fuck me.
It's a
Drama
lot.
horror. Yeah. The taglines are family relationships and evil.
Uh,
It's an hour 25 and 25 minutes of me reading that fucking thing.
yeah. See, this
So,
is why I mean tight and compact.
yes, and that's part of the issue. I honestly, God, I'm not. So yeah, obviously we do an act when we get on the show, but I really did not know what it was a game of not Game of Thrones. It was a House of Dragon moment when they jump forward in time. Like, oh, who the fuck's this now? It
Yeah,
took me
it
more
would
than a minute.
and honestly, that's a jarring thing to do, to just be like, "I'm a little kid," and it's like, "No, I'm getting a
I'm
blowjob."
getting a blowjob, motherfucker. Look at me, and I'm gonna be good or evil, and the guy sucking my dick is gonna be good, evil. I don't know. But it's like,
I think it would be hilarious if it was like he's going on this like dark path and stuff like that. And like his boyfriend is just still his like boyfriend. Like, hi honey, okay, good luck.
I'll go kill some motherfuckers for you later on. Yeah,
Your
so
family's weird. Just enjoy. Bye. I'm not gonna be part of that.
yeah, and that's the thing. If you're watching a movie versus reading what I just read, they don't go together in my mind. It's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, so the boyfriend was against him, but also Pamela's evil, so they should be against him as well. And she didn't seduce him; it's this other guy and the other fucking dude, and
And then the
who's apparently
kids,
and
and then
that
Fiona.
yeah, and apparently Fiona is still a woman. But I don't know that because why would you not show me the fucking twin sister that they focused on for the first fucking couple scenes?
Okay, okay. So it's you're
Oh,
not we're okay. All right. You're not a
remember,
fan.
I'm not a fan. I'll tell you that.
Not
But
a fan.
remember when we talked about things we don't know if sometimes the acting gets shit on because people think, oh, it's just acting, but it could be
Right.
like the sound is wrong, the Foley is
Right, or
wrong,
the director gave them the wrong direction,
Right.
like yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there were several
That's
systemic
what
errors.
okay, so
That's why.
you think that the actors themselves are not
I think
bad or anything
they
like
did the
that, it was
best they
just
fucking could. I
yeah,
think that's
that's
what it
fair.
is. They did the best they could with their shit, and the writer and director also stars in it, which we'll put a
Yeah.
pin in that later on, and it doesn't I'm so sorry, guys, it does not work out. Uh,
Sometimes it does and sometimes it does not.
yeah, there's parts where the acting is plastic as fuck, but you can see where it's probably their first acting job, and the
Yeah.
directing is just not there. The editing is really not as
I'm gonna look it up.
look
Crado Alexander?
yeah, look at the,
I'm gonna look this up.
IMDb. If you scroll down to the storyline, what and you see, like, the AI, I don't know, maybe it's not AI, but it looks like
I'm
AI
just seeing
written
what else
block
he's
of text.
done. Oh, he was a drag queen in Oz.
Nice.
He was a gay mobster in the Porn Identity Crisis. So he there's a thrum.
Yeah. And this is the other the weird thing that I guess is my fucking is my business, Jimbo. I guess I can talk about it. They also wanted us to fill out a questionnaire to do interviews with them. I'm like,
A
"No."
questionnaire? Like what kind of
Like, I don't do that for
questionnaire?
Dan Aykroyd. I'm not gonna do it for you
Kind of
guys.
questionnaire?
Like, I submit like, I was doing the polite thing, like, "Oh, yeah, well, if you guys wanna do interviews too, that'd be great."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, great. Here's a fucking list of stuff to fill out." I'm like, paperwork, no, fuck off. Sorry, just no. That's party foul right there. Uh, you asked me to do something, I don't need to fill out a fucking job application at this point. Yeah, so
All right. So
that left a
what
bad taste, and then
yeah,
the movie itself left a bad taste, and
lots of bad tastes all
yeah,
around.
and that paragraph I read from IMDb left a bad taste.
That's
I
fair.
like supporting. I really wish to give this a I it was an hour 25 minutes. I think the runtime's fine.
Yeah.
It's
I think
just
it's a
the
lot.
notes of what it's just a lot in it. And we said tight and concise does not necessarily mean a long or short movie, but it
No,
should
it just
have a
means the
fucking direction.
pacing. Yeah, the pacing is good. All right. So what would you rate it then?
That's hard. It really is. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't wanna shit on movies. At the same time, I have to give a
Right.
rating. It's not a 1.
Yeah.
I think it has to be complete repulsively dog shit to be a 1. It's
Yeah, it has to be pretty bad.
I mean, Cannibal Holocaust is a negative rating, but it would be a
Yeah,
1-ish
yeah.
or point
You would
5.
probably say the Vivitch is like a 1 maybe for you?
No, the Vivitch is not bad. It's just not
Okay.
horror.
No, it's horror.
The only thing horrible about it is people's opinion is horror. I give this a 2.2.
Okay.
I was gonna go 2.5, but that's too high, and 2 is too low.
Okay.
2.2 is
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
2.2. You know what? Fuck it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just fucking not Jimbo's day to watch this
And
stuff.
that could very well be. I mean, all art is subjective, but
Yeah,
I
check it
mean,
out
this is
yourselves.
yeah, exactly. Check it out yourself, see what it is. Inherit the Witch.
Inherit the
Brought to
Witch.
you by Blowjobs
Blowjobs and time travel.
and time
Mhm.
travel.
All right, Box. Give me your left behind.
Okay, it's
I,
left
I
one
I ate you
alive.
last. Oh, you
I
eat last. What? Left
I
one
left
alive.
left one alive,
Okay,
and
left one alive.
I apologize to everybody because I keep getting that mixed up.
With my left behind, which is
So
not even a
left one
fucking
behind.
movie. It's not even a fucking movie you're getting mixed up with. You're making a
I
new
know.
title up for
I
this
know I
movie.
am making a new title. I get it. And the funny thing is, okay, so with horror,
Horror.
um so many times the title has nothing fucking to do with the movie. Like it has nothing,
Like
it's a
Ouija
stupid
House
title.
is
Like
actually the name of the movie. Like,
and it
and it
right, and
is
it
the fucking movie.
that is the premise.
Right.
So I
A
like
Sharknado is
that.
a Sharknado. Ouija House is Ouija
Yes.
House. But then you
Yeah,
have
yeah. And and I love giallo, so like the house that drips blood, like things like that. That's great because then I can remember it as like a
right.
good, horror, but like the uninvited, the this and that, like
But
there's so
they're
many where it's
invited.
just like, and I love the uninvited with the cat, but I have not seen the other uninvited. But anyway, left one
Wait.
alive
Oh, I'm thinking of
is
the
actually
strangers. What's the
the
uninvited?
strangers. Well, it doesn't matter. So left
Okay.
one alive is actually a really good title because that is the premise of the movie.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so it's a very interesting movie in the fact that it's a little bit horror, it's a little bit drama, it's a little bit comedy, it's a little bit
Rock and roll.
psychological. It's just like a whole bunch of little bits all put in together. So basically, our main character, Sarah, survived a monster massacre when she went out with her friends and they were partying and having a camp out and
Monster
things like that.
Massacre?
Monster
Or
massacre.
so like monsters were killing people.
Like monsters came out and were killing people.
Okay, just making sure. I was like, is this like
Yes.
a new terminology? Okay.
No. Monsters came out, they were killing people, and they left her alive. So left one alive.
Ah, they left her
And
behind.
and basically, yeah, they left her behind and also alive.
Little bits of her.
Um and and honestly, that's where the movie starts. And I
Oh.
kind of like that. Like cuz we get so many horror movies where it's like this is the big thing of surviving this thing, and that's really where her story kind of begins because she's this nobody really who suddenly gets, people are telling her that she's crazy, that she
Oh
imagined
wow.
it, that she killed them, all this stuff. She has to deal with that, and then when people kind of do start believing her, a movie gets made from her story. It's about legalities kind of
Oh
that.
shit.
Like, yeah, it's
This
this
sounds
huge,
interesting.
yeah, it's a very interesting premise, and like I said, there's a lot of humorous beats in it that you don't
Yeah.
expect. Like, I caught myself laughing quite a few times where I'm just like, "Oh, that's really funny," even in this dramedy horror
Yeah.
type movie. Um, and then of course, she starts questioning herself. She starts questioning the world which she lives in, and then she basically decides to start trying to hunt these creatures, trying to go back to the source and face these fears because it's starting to
Oh
ruin her
wow.
relationships. So
That's
it's
deep.
a very interesting premise. There were bits that it's like, okay, they probably could have cut this and that. But for the most part, it kept surprising me because obviously you and I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, well,
Um,
one of us does. The other one
one of us,
reviews the same amount
uh,
of movies,
yeah, and one of us
but
watches the
does not.
trailers. Um,
I wish. Watch the entire
um,
trailer? Fuck, I don't got time for that shit.
so, obviously we watch a lot of movies. There's a lot
Yeah,
of tropes. There's a lot of like, and as much as I love tropes, I love trope breakers because it is
right.
nice to see a movie where I don't know where it's going. I don't know what's going to happen,
We'd be freewheeling.
And the ending I was completely not expecting
Really?
in the least. And it was funny and it was also a bit heartfelt,
Aw.
and I wasn't expecting that either. Um I did get to see this, like I said, at Motor City Nightmares. I got to meet the director who
Oh,
came
very
out.
cool.
And I got to meet the main star, Kaylin Sams. So I got to see them. I got to ask them questions about how he made the movie. Um,
Is
One of
this
the, of course, my big questions was like, you used a lot of practical effects. Like all of it was, and he was like, all of it's practical effects. I'm like, and I like that. And I'm like, you know what? And he's like, well, CGI is expensive, and we can create
Is
these
it?
things
Wait, wait,
ourselves.
wait. CGI is more expensive than practical in 2024?
According to him, yes, he
Oh
would
wow,
much rather
shit.
do practical. So, like the monster designs, the monster creatures, and stuff like that, that was all made basically
Did
through.
Phil make this one too? Like, oh no, it's just more expensive. Not because I bought a bunch of clay in 1982. So make these fucking clay monsters now.
Yeah, poor Phil, but he made it great. He made
Oh
it
my
good.
god, Mad God is fucking fantastic. So this one it
It's
goes along the sides of practical, which is going back to big goodness,
yes,
right? That's
yep.
your jam.
It's
That's my
it's
jam too.
practical. That's
Yeah,
my jam.
I agree.
Um, Again with my jam, it's like it's nice to see somebody who is alive, who is the survivor, who has to tell this tale, this
Yeah.
completely crazy tale where her boyfriend doesn't believe her and her sister tries to
A
believe
lot of
her, but
gaslighting or
yeah,
gaslighting.
well,
Sorry.
ghostlighting, yeah.
It's not
Well,
gaslighting. It's a horror movie,
it's not
motherfuckers.
even that. It's like, I support you, but I don't believe you. And that's a hard thing, for anybody to have to go through.
Ooh.
So,
And she
there were a
goes
lot of
back.
fun shots. The camera work, there were a lot of cool angles or shots that they made that you can see that there was effort taken into it.
Any ankle
Um,
shots?
I think there might have been one, to be
I got really
honest.
excited. Like, oh, there might be one.
I think there might have been one because I remember I didn't take notes. I should have took notes, but I kind of like elbowed my friend, like, "Whoa."
Fucking ankle shot. Look at this shit. This is
I
Kino.
think I think there might have been, maybe not, but I'll have to watch again. I do want to watch again. I do want to put it on the website as well. Because it was fun to meet a director because he was going around. He's not from Michigan. He was going
Really?
around to
Where are
all the
they?
circuits to promote the movie.
You know where they're from?
I don't. I think it
Is it
was down
states?
south. It was,
With
yeah, it
states
was
though.
the states. It was the states, but I think it was more southern.
Oh, good for them.
Um, and and again, it was a fun movie, a sad movie sometimes. Like she gets involved with the person who's portraying her in the movie. It's very interesting because then it's like this weird kind of psychological thing. Um,
Who did that before?
huh?
Didn't we watch a movie where the person playing the actor like, you're playing me, and they ended up together for a while because they wanted
I
to
don't
see how close they could be together.
I don't remember, but
Shit, was that The
possibly.
Simpsons? It might have been Simpsons. I don't remember. But it does sound very cool. And okay,
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in it, which I liked.
correct me if I'm if I'm mishearing this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
If she has a traumatic experience, no
Mhm.
one really believes her, and then she fights for it and like, oh, now we believe you, sort of, kind of, maybe. And then she decides, fuck this, I'm gonna take back my life by attacking the root causes of her
Mhm.
trauma head on.
Yes. Yeah.
That's psychological right there, man. That's a good second part of the underlying movie. I like that part.
Yeah. And to be honest, again, it kind of flips it on its head too when she goes there. So I don't want to give away too much, but
I'm the fucking I did kill my boyfriends. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't watch the fucking movie. No?
Allegedly. No,
Allegedly.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, so it is very it was it was a fresh perspective, and it was just a neat movie. It has not been distributed yet, so they're still waiting for the
Okay.
distributor. Um, but
Shudder.
I hope I hope so. I hope it gets on Shudder,
Yeah. Oh,
you
I
know?
have to make an apology to the PR department of Shudder. I think you're all very wonderful, and not just because you sent me a bunch of Joe Bob Briggs stuff.
Aw,
But I always
that's
thought you were
nice.
wonderful, even before you sent me Joe Bob Briggs stuff.
Hey,
I was just,
I
I
I I
I
have
like
Shudder.
Sean. I like the original team, and when AMC came and shook things up, I didn't quite take that well. So I don't think too
Well,
well. But
I
I think Shudder is great. Shudder's a great service, and I
it is.
think that'll be a perfect place for that movie. Would be Shudder.
I think so too.
I
Yep.
think
So I'm
Shudder's
hoping so.
smart. They got some AMC money. Throw them away, man. What would you give the movie out of 5?
I would give it a 4 too.
4. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, the only things that I would say is, like, there were a few things that they could have probably clipped that probably didn't need to be in the movie, but, um but it picks up the pace again, like, when she kinda gets a purpose, so, um, I mean, that's kinda, like, the only kinda complaint I have. Practical the monsters were cool, they were neat, they were creative, um, yeah, it was
Oh,
fun.
I can't wait. I want to see this now. I'm kind of really jealous, and you got to see it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Usually I say I can't beat. I can beat a 4 this time.
Oh,
I can beat a 4 with my last movie.
okay.
Grrr. A movie I've been waiting for. Oh my god, almost 2 months to talk about since Gen Con, and I've got the comic book prequel right here.
Oh, Roller Gator 2. That's
Roller Gator
awesome,
5
cool.
in 3D.
Mm.
Roller Gator goes to space. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, that's the
To
logical
find fucking Jason and or Freddy and or Pinhead. I can't remember who
I
else was
think
in
the
space.
leprechaun
The
may have
Leprechaun
gone
came
into
out
space.
there, yeah. No, it's none other than Clone Cops, and I saw this at Gen Con. I got to talk to Philip and Danny from the writers, and Danny's the director, and Philip is
Brag.
the clones. I know. I got to talk to him today, so I still have this all fresh in my mind. I love the movie. I As press for Gen Con, we get a lot of emails for come check out Booth 85. Come check out this movie.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay. And my schedule was slammed. I was supposed to be at a game. I'm not going to mention the game's name. But like, oh, go check out this fucking game. And they had rules of stuff on the outside wall of the game, but there weren't rules to the game. They're like,
Yeah,
no touching people. I'm like, what the fuck? And it kept going on like, oh man, I'm like, who the fuck's playing this game? That you have to tell them basically don't touch and like make lewd
obviously
comments.
things have happened before.
Yeah, a lot of fucking things. We took the whole entire goddamn wall up.
Jesus.
I'm like, I
Wow.
don't have time for this shit. If that's the number of rules just to get into your game, I can't wait to play this. No, we're good. And I ran
It was
into
not Twister.
it was fucking definitely not Twister.
Not even Family Twister.
Yeah. And I ran into the team for Clone Cops previously that day, who took over the indie movie table at Gen Con to the
Oh.
point where I actually thought it was just their fucking table. They were so good at promoting the movie. They had the grab bags, they got the swag here, they got Clone Cops there, and the cast and crew are there. And it's like, oh, it's fucking cool as hell. I'm like, my God, like the blood bank, bless them, is awesome. And so I'm like, fucking, I was so sorry. I'm like, why can't I have doing some fucking thing for this one gaming thing? I can't be there that day, but send me a link. I'll fucking check it out. And it got to me and it got to me and it got to me. So I snuck in. I said, fuck this shit. I trashed. I didn't review the game I was supposed to review. And I snuck into their film. It was packed. It was
Oh.
packed. Now you have to understand at Gen Con, there's a couple thousand people doing shit, and most of that shit is gaming shit.
Yeah,
They
right.
have movies. They have people come to your movie at Gen Con
Yeah.
whilst competing with games and comic books.
Mhm.
That's
Well,
huge.
And honestly, too, a movie is like an hour and a half, like, commitment.
Yeah, it eats up your fucking time. It absolutely
Yeah.
does, and that was one of the things that there were some really strong movies this year at Gen Con, and Clone Cops is definitely one of the strong submissions. I'm gonna give you a before and after. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
This is me reading from IMDb, so there's no sleight of fucking hand. A gang of outlaws defend their hideout until they discover a shocking secret about who they are and what they're up against. Now it's a race against time as they look for a way to escape certain doom at the hands of the clone cops. The fucking end, short and fucking sweet. It sets it up and it works.
Yeah.
It's an action comedy sci-fi. I say this fits horror adjacent because I own the fucking business. No, I say it's horror adjacent because of the themes that they use in Clone
Clone
Cops
clones are weird. Clones
and
are
yeah, the concept of clones itself. They kind of set up as a try not to spoil. Will this spoil if I say? All right, I'm not going to even venture what how they set it up. We'll just say the way they set up is clever, and they could have done this as a straight comedy, and it would work. It's like an hour 25, hour 30, something like that. But they go deeper into societal views of pandemic slash the post pandemic. Would say what we've become as a society through TikTok and reality TV shows and shit like that.
okay. So
And
it's like a
and
social commentary on,
yeah,
um,
it really is a
social media.
social media for the last 20 years. I think that was since Survivor or MTV days. MTV stopped playing videos kind of thing. That kind of snowballs from there, but social media really fast forwards the TikTok generation, right?
Okay.
And it
Yeah.
goes into ownerships, and one of the things being owned is a fucking acting spectacular acting.
Okay.
It's spectacular acting. The effects are great. A lot of the effects are practical. A lot of the effects are practical. They're 3D printed for their helmets,
What
which are
is Oh, the clone
marshmallow.
cop? The
Yeah, the
clone
clone
cop?
cop helmet. Yeah, it's basically a half naked guy. They come out all naked, and then they get
Okay.
like the uniform sprayed in, and it's very clever, very cool. And there's things. Let me see. The interview is already out. If you're listening to this, we taped it that same day, but this program will come out next week, and the interview is coming out tomorrow. So there, you will remember from my interview, wink, wink, Hollywood magic, that they shot this all at a location, a single location.
Okay.
Just like one big fucking
That's
empty.
very indie.
Yeah, like using the budget, every inch of that budget is accounted
Yep.
for and not going over. And they're cleaning up. They had a screening at the Tennessee Film Festival. I believe I'm getting one correctly.
Okay.
That sold out.
That's
People could
fantastic.
not fucking buy tickets to it. It sold out. And that is an amazing aspect of it. And I think this is what makes me excited about indies. It makes me excited to go to festivals. It makes me excited to see just new stuff because we have smart writing with great acting and the editing and the effects and everything in it is just top notch. Of course, what part of that comes through, and I think you had this experience with your Left Behind.
Yes, yes.
It's the passion of the movie maker going out directly and being very open with it and pushing it through because they know if they don't, who the fuck will?
Yes.
You could
Yep.
hire a PR team, but that's just a PR team at the end of the day. They're doing
And it's a
25
lot of
other
work.
movies too.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of work.
Yeah. And they're believing it themselves and pushing themselves. And that's what the personality of the people in Clone Cops, the buy-in, it helps you get excited about it and have the buy-in.
Yes.
I hope they get their theatrical release that they deserve, and I hope to see them streaming sometime soon. I'd love to do another review of this later on. So that is my end
You didn't
cap
read
because yeah, I
Oh,
love this movie. I'm giving this a five.
so 5. Yeah.
5 out of 5 Cthulhu's. 5 out of 5 for Cthulhu's. I love the movie, and I think part of the experience of loving this movie is I got to see it in a theater setting.
Yeah. I think I think that really makes a difference because I did get to see it. It wasn't a
Left Behind,
theater
right?
per se. Yeah,
But
Left
it's
One
still,
Alive.
yeah, it's a group setting with the
Yes,
bigger
with other
screen
people,
and
and there is an
the live
excitement
action.
to
Yes.
that. There is an excite and that's why I said with the first one, Milk and Cereal, it's a good one to watch with friends because to have that community around you to excite you to the movie.
Do you think that Milk and Cereal, that'd be a good one to do Canage a Trois with? I forgot the fucking name of that show. We didn't release because of issues.
Well, I don't know because
Streaming a
Carnage à
streaming movie?
Trois, yeah,
Streaming a
Carnage à
streaming movie that's about streaming? That's
I
fucking
don't
meta.
know. It's hard to tell, especially with indie, because you don't wanna step on anybody's toes too, you know?
Especially those motherfuckers are clones. I don't wanna
Especially
step
when
on
they're
those
clone
goddamn toes.
cops.
Oh, fuck yes, the clone cops. And if you are listening and you're like, "Clone Cops? Where the fuck do I" go to clonecopsmovie.com. It's well worth it. Check it out. The poster is fun. It's
The poster is really
it's
fun. I did see
fucking
it.
a bit of a
I saw
Freddie
the
Mercury.
trailer too, and that
The
was really cute.
trailer is it's all funny. It's all well done, and I'm not going to give too much of the interview away, but they only had 4 helmets printed out, so the multiple clones you see are just really 4 fucking basic people because that's all they had the helmets
That's
for a while.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
and
amazing.
they did a lot of labor of love. So 5 out of 5 Cthulhus. Love the indies. I think this is gonna be the year for the year. My god, it's almost over. This is gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
the
over. I'm
decade for
like
indies. The
I'm like, "The
decade for indie
year?"
movie because this shit's getting cheaper to
It's
make a
getting
movie.
cheaper. And
It's
honestly, too,
yeah.
I think you're right, like, most people do see, like, another movie and they're like, "Fuck, I could do that."
I can do
"Then
this
do it."
shit.
"Okay, well, then fine, I'll fucking do it."
Damn right I can do this. And that's more the better. The more the better. If you want to stream your movie somewhere that gets like 20 views, no, not a day. 20 views, give it to us. We'll put that on fucking Haunted MTL. It'll be a new streaming service. Just our YouTube channel. Actually,
We could
Night of the Living Dead and Nosferatu. Getting some good hits on it.
Yeah, no,
Our
I
YouTube
no
channel.
doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt.
So
And again, like we were talking about, like, before with, Evil Dead,
Evil
and
Dead.
you used to have to, get cameras and certain
And
lighting and
mud on them. Get yelled at for mud.
get yelled at 'em.
Make your own dollies.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's another thing is, like, it is getting much cheaper to get working cameras that are very fast that, you can edit very easily. Um,
Yeah.
there's a lot of resources out there.
There's a ton, especially people are learning this during the pandemic. I remember in Danny Boyle's film, what was it, 28 Days Later?
Yeah,
The zombie
so
film? I
good.
remember the big
Yeah.
hubbub. I was talking to I'm gonna name drop. Nick Groff and Mike Martinez and I were talking. Uh, but we were talking about this when it came out, like because we're like, well, how's this gonna look on the big screen? Because digital film back then looked like ass.
Yeah.
And so it was a big fucking gamble. They put in a fucking theatrical release on this. It's a fucking home video.
Mhm.
And it worked well. And people are like, holy shit, we can just do it with a digital cam. Like, yeah, you can probably do this with a digital cam. I've seen that great movie that used 2 iPhones to record the entire fucking thing we reviewed before.
Look, hey, hashtag Chad gets the X. It was all iPhones, all of it.
See, right there, and not to give Apple more props, but we have things in our pocket that God, I remember making movies for film festivals that we use like the VHS recorders for. I
Yes, yep.
borrow
I
that
had
shit
my
and like,
I had
yeah,
my dad's VHS recorder, and I tried so hard to get into claymation, and Phil Tippett, I love you, but it is not the medium for me.
fuck patience of it.
The patience, I did not and I just would move it too fast and this and that, and I'm just like, this is not for me."
Yeah. And that's why it takes skills. And I think things
Yeah.
like Phil's. Okay, what do Clone Cops,
Okay.
Empire Queen, Mad God, I'm guessing My Left Behind. No, what's the actual title?
Left one alone.
What's
Alive. Left one alive.
Left One Alone? Left
Left
One
one
Alive,
alive. Left one alive. I'm so sorry.
all have in common. I don't know about Milk and Cereal. This might be not. I don't want to include that
Practical
one.
effects? I don't know.
Not only, yeah, practical effects, but all labors of love.
Oh, yes.
That by
Absolutely.
extremely talented people that can pull it off.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think that goes a long way. You don't always have to get well, you have to get paid for a movie, I think. But you can also
Yes.
do things that are within your wheelhouse or learn a new skill and trade and just really go out with it. If you have a friend who is really good at sound and you're really good at film editing, fucking combine that shit. You'll be
You know,
fine.
and and be willing to learn, because like that was being a part of
Yeah.
a podcast was like a dream of mine that I had for years. I don't know why
I
now,
make
but
dreams come true,
womp
motherfucker.
womp womp. But during the pandemic, like I was like, let's do a podcast, and here we are, and
And what do we learn? And this is true. You have to do it to learn it. You have to learn those skills. We
yep.
learn never to edit.
Yeah.
Rule number one, never edit
Look,
shit.
look, I used to edit the shit out of mine. Like
Oh, yeah.
it would take me 5 to 6 hours.
Just
5 to
pure
6 hours.
yeah, I was
I would
talking
take out the
about
breaths and this and that.
the ums, the
Yeah,
fan, the
yeah,
all that shit. Yeah,
all of
fuck this.
that.
Now Zencaster can do most of that automatically.
Yes.
They will
Yep.
cut the filler words out. It's the AI. I'm like, fucking press play.
Yes. It's amazing.
You have your soundboard. It's become, and that's only in 3 years. Less.
Right? Yeah. It's become
It's
much, much more
yeah.
advanced and practical to use.
There's
Same
no
with
excuses.
video editing and things like that. Like it takes work. Don't get me wrong. It does take a
Yeah,
lot
no
of
shit.
work.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of that time that work is worth it.
And the more you fuck up and the more you have to edit out, the more you're like, God damn it, I'll never do this on air.
Right, right.
If I ever see a guest, I'm gonna fucking stop him right there. Because I know I'm gonna spend like another 25 minutes editing that shit out then.
Yep.
So you become
Exactly.
very aware of what not to do. And it's just kind of cool.
Yes.
So yeah, indie people, if you don't
Indie.
have a PR rep, send the shit our way. We'll review it. Honest to fuck.
Yeah. What's
I'll
your
have you
email
on.
address?
My email address?
Yeah.
Fuckyou.com. That's my fucking email address. You ain't getting
No.
mine. I'm not giving
For
my real email
for
address.
Haunted MTL, if people are
Oh,
interested.
Jesus Christ. Sincerely, just hit us up on socials. The only
Okay.
email address we have is mine.
Yeah. You asked me if I
Fine. Go to
wanted one.
Jim Phoenix at hauntedmtl.com. That's my email address. That's the only one
Okay.
we have.
We also have, like you said, socials. We're on Insta. We're on
Insta,
Facebook.
Facebook now. We are on Threads. We are no longer on X because I just couldn't
Yay.
abide that shit anymore.
Yay.
And
Yeah.
YouTube. YouTube's a big one now.
Yeah,
Too.
YouTube as
Trying
well.
to grow that nicely.
Yeah.
Give us a shout out. If you really want to drop a line, Jim Phoenix at hauntedmtl.com. It all fits out. I'm going to spam your ass anyways. Or not spam you, but I'll filter you out
Yeah.
as I do anything else. All right. Nice show. We did a lot of indie stuff today. And we did
did.
mostly great indie works. A lot of great indie shit. I'm excited. Next time's Alien, though.
Yeah, next time is Alien.
The one that gave me
Aliens.
nightmares as a kid.
And
It still
Alien
does.
3 and 4.
3, 4. Are we doing Alien versus Predator?
Maybe. I'll have to see where it's streaming.
Okay, I can give a mention to Free League's Alien role-playing game. It's
Oh,
being
that's true.
redone for second edition on Kickstarter right now, and
Oh, nice.
well, yeah, it's pretty cool. I love Free League, anyways. And then the Alien VR game that's gonna scare the shit out of me. Can't
Oh
wait
my
for that
God.
heart attack.
Yeah, no, that's good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that right now, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to plug? What are you gonna plug?
Honestly, what I'm gonna plug is the thing that we've been talking about. Go out and
Oh,
yeah, okay,
who cares,
whatever.
Jimbo? Make enough beer. That's your plug, Jimbo.
Yeah, that live plug though.
I haven't
So
plugged making enough beer in a
again,
while.
like just Google what kind of film festivals are in your area. Like
.com. What kind of film festivals are in your area.com?
No,
There's the name
yeah,
of the
yeah.
new movie.
Just Google. Just Google.
Just Google it.
Google it. But go to film
Autovistas.
festivals, you know, like
Yeah.
they're a fun place to go. You get to see cool movies. You sometimes get to meet directors and actors and people that are in the industry. And it supports indie films, you know. It is important, especially within horror, for us to keep these indie films because they're the voice of the people. Horror especially is the voice I feel of the people. And especially when it comes to indie, like you said, this is their babies. This
Yeah.
is their idea and their dream that they have fought for. So go ahead, check it out, see what's in your area. I know there's a few coming up, I think in spring for me, that I'm looking forward to checking out.
Springtime has sprung. And speaking of small independent festivals, I
Why are
guess
you
my
saying it like this?
well, I guess it's not really a small independent festival, but Joe Bob's Drive-In Jamboree in Las Vegas, October 4th to 5th, 2024 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Check it out. He's got Rhonda Shear, Banky Stevens, Spellinguli, the new one. Okay, Liana Quigley, Michelle Bauer, Felicia Rose, Dave Sheridan, and I'm not sure if I'm saying this, a little unknown guy, so I apologize if I mispronounce this name. John Carp Cape Carpent Carpenter, like the guy who builds stuff. Carpenter. John Carpenter.
Oh, John, didn't he do like Scream or something?
I did some kind of indie stuff. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
he's very
yeah.
busy around Halloween time. No,
Is
John
he?
motherfucking Carpenter is being there too. Yeah,
Oh, I think he was in Aliens, but in the back.
he was in the back of the alien. He was watch. Look at his IMDb, like, holy shit! No, Box is right. Yeah, holy fuck, man.
No, he was not. But he had things to do with aliens. He did like one
The
movie.
Thing. He
Yeah.
did the thing. So go check it out, Joe Bob Briggs' stuff. September, October 4th to whatever I said, Las Vegas. I think the 6th. Check it out. Las Vegas itself, and October is nice. West Wind
Yes.
Drive-In, as it still stands.
It's spooky season.
Spooky, 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 spookies. I can't wait. And if you are anywhere in Toronto, T&E Channel's got a fucking event.
Oh.
Unfortunately, while I'm in fucking Italy and Prague.
Oh. Oh
But
no. Oh no, I'm in Italy.
I know, but here it is. Here it is. Here
Eating
it is.
pasta. Oh
I don't
no.
know. I'm Florence. Florence even
Cappuccino.
have fucking pasta? I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
But it made me jealous. Like, oh, I want to be there too. Check them out. Go Google some stuff. Box is right. Go find your own freak and let it fly. And if you
Yes.
do like the movies we said, give their people a shout out. People need to hear it. Behalf of
Yes,
myself,
Left One Alive is on Insta, so you can go find that.
go to my Left Behind at Instagram.com. Go check out my Left Behind. All that and more on the next Streamin Demons with Aliens next time.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
I'm dancing again.
Oh, Tara Reid started to call in. I didn't look at the board.
I don't think it's Tara Reid though.
Oh, it's too late. I can't even. Sorry, Tara. We'll get to you next time. Sorry.
You know you're in a lot of indie movies like Mummy Dearest.
Mummy Dearest, Lou Ferrigno, Tara Reid, and some dude who plays piano. That's all I remember that movie. I don't know the guy's name.
The piano, he was sweaty. I remember that.
Sweaty piano masseuse.
Yes.
I hear a cat.
Yeah, motherfucker.